Good morning, everyone. How are you? Shall we start? Okay. You must have seen video. Is there any problem to understand? If you want to ask anything, better feel free to ask. I'm always there. Okay? Today, we will summarize and we will take a fast look of our chapter. That is, what is democracy and why democracy? So, what we have studied in our last class? In our last class, we have studied, look, we have studied, look likewise. Yes, we have studied what is democracy. Democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. Then we have studied argument against democracy. Why democracy? Why democracy is why needed? So, argument against democracy, and then we have studied argument in favor of democracy, right? Argument against democracy, in which we have seen some argument which goes against democracy, and you have written in your notebook also. And then we have studied some argument which are in favor of democracy. The next is broader meaning of democracy. This is very well explained in the video. What is the broader meaning of democracy? The most common form of democracy in modern time is representative democracy. What do you mean by representative democracy? Representative democracy is the democracy in which representative run a country on behalf of the citizen of that country. And the second broader meaning, in which leaders are elected by the adult citizen. Adult citizen means who are above the age of 18 years, irrespective of their gender. Any men or woman or any person of any religion or any caste, if he or she is above the age of 18, he or she can vote or elect their leaders. And the one more broader meaning of democracy is majority is allowed to take decision on behalf of the people. Majority decision will prevail for the decision making. Okay, so these are the broader meaning of democracy. Then we have studied representative democracy, why it is necessary. And we have studied also that in modern democracy have such a large number of citizens that it is not possible for all to sit together and take decision collectively. Even if possible, the citizen do not have the time or the desire or the skill to take part in all the decisions. So, we choose our representative who act on behalf of us. The main point is left, that is, what is the difference between democratic government and non-democratic government? And it is very important question. Sometime it is asked in exams also. So we will discuss what is the difference between democratic and non-democratic government. Look here. Democratic government. Only elected representative rule the country. In democratic government, only elected representative rule the country, and in non-democratic government, people cannot choose their rulers. They are either military dictator or the hereditary rulers. They are not elected person in non-democratic government. In democratic government, the representative are elected by people, and here there is no election. Second, citizens enjoy various freedom like freedom of speech and expression or freedom of religion. In democratic country, citizens enjoy various freedom, fundamental rights you can say. But in non-democratic country, people do not have any freedom. They cannot even criticize the government. The third point, major decisions are taken by the elected leaders. In democratic government, major decisions are taken by the elected leaders. But in non-democratic country, in non-democratic government, decisions are taken by the dictator itself or the monarchs. Next, democratic government is based on free and fair election, where those who are in power have a fair chance of losing. That means democratic government is based on free and fair election. If there is no free and fair election, we can't say that country is democratic. So, election must be free and fair. And one more thing is that the leaders who are in power have a fair chance of losing. That means if they will not work, they will not be elected for their another term. But in non-democratic country, there are no free and fair elections. For example, in China, only members of Communist Party are allowed to contest elections and form the government. If a person is not the member of Democratic Communist Party, he is not allowed to contest even election. To contest election, he must be a member of Communist Party. So, next, in democracy, each adult has one vote and one value. There is political equality in the country. Every person, every adult, irrespective of their caste, their gender, their religion, every person has one vote and one value. But in non-democratic government, there are many instances of denial of political equality. Like in Saudi Arabia, women are denied the right to vote. Next, democratic government functions within the limit set by the constitutional law and regulations. Democratic government do its activity within the limit of law and regulations set by constitution. But in non-democratic government, do whatever it likes. There is no restriction on the ruler of non-democratic government. So, this is all about our chapter 2 civics. We have sent question answer of 3 marks. Today I am sending question answer of 5 marks. Do it in your fair notebook and please show me your work. Till then, bye.